Heyo, what is up internet? It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Today, something happened on the pipeline that I just have to talk about that deals with one of my favorite aspects of Star Citizen, and that is FPS gameplay. Recently, the pipeline for Star Citizen has been updated, and with the update, we now have a lot of information for Star Citizen 4.4. Particularly the things that interest me the most is what is to come for FPS gameplay. We are going to get engineering, brand new armor, and of course, FPS weapons. In today's video, we are going to go over some of the FPS weapons that CIG has shown off, and we're going to go over what is to come in the near future that is not announced just yet. But before we get this video started, I'd like to remind everyone that I am hosting a giveaway for a Black Magic Aegis Saber with LTI insurance and a game package. All you gotta do in order to enter this giveaway is 1. Be a subscriber, 2. Comment on any video I upload in between the time period of October 20th through October 31st for a chance to enter. But enough of that, let's get back to our paid programming. To get things started, I want to talk about some of the FPS weapons that CIG has released in the past 12 months. And I'm going to be talking about weapons that I want to call the second life weapons because they are more or less weapons that has been given a second life. These are the weapons that are completely scrapped together, welded, and bolted down to make something new. I'm talking about the Ripper SMG, the Pulverizer LMG, the Killshot Assault Rifle, and then the Dead Rig Shotgun. With 3 more FPS weapons soon to come, 2 of them of which we actually know about, and then 1 that is shrouded in mystery. So far from what we know, everything began with the Dead Rig Shotgun, which was supposed to be the introduction weapon to the Pyro system, and over time they released more of these second life scrapped together weapons, such as the Ripper SMG during Supply or Die, the Killshot Assault Rifle, and the Pulverizer LMG during CitizenCon. And soon to come, when the Nick system drops, we are going to get the Triple Down Shotgun Pistol, and then the Boom Tube Missile Launcher. Now, the reason why CIG is making these dystopic weapons is because of the locations that they're properly made. Pyro and Nyx are not systems run by the UEE, so there's not manufacturer companies in these areas that are manufacturing higher grade weapons. Instead, the people of these systems are using what they can get their hands on. Think of it as if it is a Mad Max type of location, if you will. These systems are going to be hectic and chaotic. Let's take a look at the 2 brand new FPS weapons that are soon to come in Star Citizen 4.4. The Triple Down Shotgun Pistol and the Boom Tube Rocket Launcher. The Triple Down Shotgun Pistol is going to be a ridiculous FPS gun once it enters the verse. This thing is quite a few separate weapons all welded together. You have yourself a Bearing BR2 shotgun magazine attached to a broken down Coda pistol grip. This thing is literally Frankenstein's creation. I would hate to be within its effective range because this is Star Citizen's version of a hand cannon, 3 shotgun barrels attached to 1 pistol. If it doesn't blow your hand off, it is probably going to explode. Since this is a bolt action pistol, just keep in mind that racking this thing is going to take some time. It is not going to be a fast shooter. Since there's no real information on the Triple Down, we do not currently know if it's going to be a single action or if all 3 barrels are going to blast the shotgun shells at the same time. Pretty much wait for a leak to drop so we can actually see this thing in some form of action before 4.4 drops. Let's now take a look at the other brand new weapon that is soon to come into the verse. The Boom Tube Rocket Launcher. Now, this thing is going to be ridiculous and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I do believe that this thing is going to absolutely wreck a lot of vehicles out there and players alike. When they showcased it at CitizenCon, they showed it blowing up a small vessel with just a singular shot, which, by itself is impressive. Now, once I get my greedy little hands on it, I'm going to be testing this thing out to see if it's as powerful or weaker than the Animus missile launcher, because I really want to check it out. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a PCP pipe with some grenades strapped to it and then, like a rocket on the back. It looks like it can do a lot of work. It really does look like some Mad Max type shit, and I just can't wait to run it in the verse. Destroy unsuspecting people who are flying into my territory. Now that we know that there is an LMG, SMG, shotgun, assault rifle, and a rocket launcher, we should also expect an unannounced weapon to appear sooner or later in the verse, in the form of a sniper rifle. And that should complete the whole set unless CAG has grenades and energy weapons in mind for the Second Life weapon line. If you were to ask me about my thoughts and opinions on the 2 new FPS weapons that are going to be coming in Star Citizen 4.4, just know I'm excited. As someone who usually, occasionally runs pistols, I am very excited for the triple down pistol. That thing is going to melt people, and I can't wait to run it in contestant zones and whatever that Nick's system has to offer for their version of the contestant zones. Let's switch the subject a little bit and talk about something else that is going to be new to the verse in Star Citizen 4.4 when Nyx hits us. That is going to be brand new FPS armor. This armor is medium tier armor that is supposed to be akin to the brand new Palatino armor, as it is high-tech armor. Wicklow also has his own version of this armor, which looks like it has like brand new plating over the outside of the regular armor. You can tell by looking at the image closely that it is the base version, but then Wicklow has his version where he has some brand new tech and plating over it. So that's what I'm guessing is going to be. I'm probably sure this is only going to be in-game lootable. I'm curious if CAG is going to release a patch bundle that's going to contain this armor or something else. Only time will tell, and we have to wait for it. I am excited to see what this armor is going to be called and how we can utilize it, and also what the mission requirements are to get Wicklow's version, which has that cool gold and blue plating. I'm probably sure it's going to require some of those ancient bad new fragments like perfect, damaged, and flawed and stuff like that in order to get this armor. So I'm not too sure, but I am waiting to see what will pop up on the pipeline, because as time goes on, as IAE approaches, we will see more and more information about all of this hit us in the verse. And boom, that is pretty much it. That is what the pipeline has revealed to us in the recent days. There is going to be a lot to hit the wall once Nyx comes online. Star Citizen 4.4 is right around the corner. Everyone is expecting it to drop during IAE or directly after. It is currently an Evo, so sooner or later we will be able to run it, have some fun, see what the Nyx system has to offer, especially in its early development times, because I can't wait to see what happens. CAG keeps on talking about it. Also, engineering is coming. As we all know, we've seen engineering be teased here and there in Star Citizen, and so we just have to wait and find out to see what they're actually going to put out there. Are we going to be running basic fuse missions, or will we, be able to use fire extinguishers to take down fires that might be happening in our ships or elsewhere that requires maintenance in the verse? But please, tell me down below what your guys' opinion is on the brand new FPS weapons that are going to be hitting us sooner or later, and the armor. I do believe that this new medium high-tech armor is going to be really cool. I'm not a huge fan of the helmet. Swap it out with the Morozov helmet and it will look probably like one of the best sets of armor in the game, since it looks like it has a flak jacket and everything else that can go along with it. But please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please slap that like button because it really does help put more eyes on the biggest bird in the verse. And for those who wish to support the channel financially, I'd appreciate it if you became a member or donated a super chat. It really does help me keep on pushing. But yeah, it's FC here, aka Fried Chicken. Big Bird out.